right, all right, all right. Gentlemen, Roach MGTOW Soldier in the house once again. Now, sorry, gentlemen, I want to apologize because I haven't made a video in a while. It's been kind of busy lately. I've been, picking up the slack where people have left off, getting sick and stuff, which I don't blame the coronavirus because I don't think it really is the coronavirus they got sick from. It's just a flu, normal stomach flu they got sick from. And anybody could have a stomach flu and still have the stomach flu. All right, gentlemen. I hear lately I've seen a bunch of shit going on. These females, they're all scared shitless, while the men are just like, who cares, you know? But then again, you got some of the guys like me that are saying, man, I don't know about this. I'm not scared of this virus. I'm scared of everything else that comes along with this. Like irrational people. That's one. Which don't frighten me any. Well, it does scare me a little bit, but it's nothing I can't handle. What our government's doing, that's number two. Well, I can't really say the government because no one really runs the government. I think it's these one percenters, like Bill Gates, this motherfucker. You know, and I look at the motherfucker, and I really want to punch the guy in the face. I mean, give me a thumbs up on this one. How many of you motherfuckers want to punch Bill Gates in the face? We'll run a tally on it. I think everybody wants to punch Bill Gates in the face. That fucking cocksucker. He rears his ugly head up. And that weasel Faulkner looking motherfucker. His name's Faulkner or Fowler or whatever the fuck his name is. What a fucking weasel. You know, and I'm beginning to think about this. Everybody that's weak there, one percenters, they're all weak. They have to have an army or a military around them at all times. But otherwise they wouldn't be alive right now. So they have Bill Gates. Look at him. Look like a stiff wind can blow him over. And then you got everything else going on around the world. They're shutting everything down. And thank God, where I live in Ohio, they actually stood up and said, hey, look, we're done. We don't want this no more. We're done. We're done with this bullshit. We see through all the bullshit. We're done with this. We want off this. We want no more quarantine. We're done. We want you guys to back off. We want to go back to work. So at least Ohio is standing up to a certain extent. It's not very many people, but yet, it's saying, hey, we're done. Which I'm happy to see that. I'm happy to hear that. Now, this scenario could go two ways. One, they keep us locked down to get rid of, to put in the whole agenda. Or two, they'll let us go throughout the summer with a little bit of freedom throughout the summer, and then when autumn hits, they're going to start all over again. Which Americans are going to say, no. Well, some of us are going to say, no. We're not falling for this twice. So they can't do it twice. They have to come up with something else. Maybe the economy crashes just a little bit more to the point where we can't dig our way out of it. Or a nuke goes off and makes a tidal wave and takes out New York, which I've been hearing a lot about that lately too, which I don't know which is true or not. So these are the scenarios we got to pick from. Either we let them keep on doing what they're doing now and just keep on going with it and let them completely take it over the world and put in a new world order, which I'm very opposed to because we can't make our own decisions this way. We can't live life like we want to live our own lives. Plus, on top of that, we don't have no more privacy. I mean, we don't have privacy now, and it's bad enough, but at least we can still go to the bathroom and take a shit without somebody peeking in on us when we're taking a shit. You know what I'm saying? You can still have a little bit of some kind of privacy. Whether or not you just put your phone away, keep it in the car, and you go fishing or do something. You know? You still got some privacy there. You know what I mean? Unless there's no cameras running, you still got privacy there. which all places I know where you can go fishing, there are no cameras. There are no cameras there. You know. The sad thing about this is that after all this has happened already, America's never going to be the same again. It's not. We should have stopped this on day one when this shit started off. We should have stopped it right off that right dead in its tracks on day one. Because now you got the middle class. There's no more. When I grew up in the '90s, I thought, in the early 2000s, I thought middle class was already dead. There was no such thing as middle class. I mean, I haven't seen any middle class. I mean, even these people that own businesses are not even middle class. Half of them are just trying to struggle every day just to keep the business open. They're not middle class. You know what I'm saying? So actually, in reality, the middle class has already been gone for a long time. They just kind of sugarcoated and said, oh yeah, the middle class still exists. But now it's done deal. There are no middle class no more. It's either you're poor or you're rich. And at a certain point in time, I used to consider myself middle class because I do make good money. And that's what I've been doing. I've been making great money. I mean, I've been working a lot of hours. That's why I haven't been able to make any videos, because every time I come home, I'm deadbeat tired. I drink like 2 beers and I go to sleep. And that's about it. That's about my day right there, People have been getting sick. But I think it's the third shifters. For some odd reason, the first shifters and the second shifters are just fine. It's the third shifters that are hit. And what I'm thinking is that the reason why they're getting sick is because when you work on third shift, it's nighttime, and it like, I guess maybe it weakens the immune system. Maybe it has something to do with that because the human body is supposed to naturally sleep at night. And when the human body doesn't sleep at night, it does something to the body. It does, chemistry-wise, does something to the body. I think that's the reason why a lot of third shifters have been getting sick. But then again, at the same time, it's normal. It's normal. People get sick. It's a normal thing. And they're going to say, it's the COVID virus. It's COVID virus. No, it's not. People are getting the flu. People are getting a normal cold, just like everybody else does, and that's what the coronavirus is. It's a normal fucking cold. We basically got put on lockdown for a cold, something that's already in your body. It's just dormant. It's like having the clap. Once you get the clap, you keep it for life. The only difference is it's dormant in your body. That's it. Well, it's not really like the clap. It's more like the herpes. It's more like herpes. It's the gift that keeps on giving because you always catch a cold sometime within the year. I haven't had a cold yet, which is really surprising. I haven't had a cold since last year, so that's really, really fucking surprising. I haven't been sick. I mean, I've been feeling like crap because of the sinuses and stuff like that. But other than that, I feel A1 top sometimes. Sometimes I feel like crap though, but I do feel A1 top most of the time. I still got this thing going on with this coughing thing. I don't know what the hell that's all about, but I've had that for 4 months, 5 months now, so I don't know what the fuck that is. But gentlemen, what I'm saying here is the United States is gone. It's done. It's done. And if it ever does come back, it's not going to be the same. Sure as hell not going to be the same. And it really saddens me. Because we had a pretty good thing going for a while, And I'm not talking about in the 2000s. I'm talking about earlier, back in the 90s. And, we had something going there where it was actually okay. It was okay to be white. It was okay to be black. No one ever gave a shit about anybody, anything, any kind of equalarities there. Everybody respected everybody. Everybody had respect for somebody else. Didn't matter what color you were. It didn't matter. Nowadays, shit, like roughly right around where Trump got voted in, this is when all this shit started. I don't think it started before that too. I think it started right when Obama got in office. All that shit started right when Obama got in office. Now you're seeing all these crazy feminists with the pink fucking hair and shit, and goofy fucking bitches running around with their armpit hair spray painted or something, or dyed or whatever. What a fucking joke, man. I mean, even back in the 90s, people watched what they were doing because, even though I don't know if MGTOW existed back then, but people knew, when men knew, like my dad, he knew, once he got divorced, he never did that shit again. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, he had a few girlfriends on the side, but he did get married again in like the early, like the late, mid 2000s. He got married again. Worst mistake. Same thing happened. Same fucking thing. I tried to tell my dad, I was like, Dad, what are you doing? What do you mean? I said, dude, you got married and she took you, my mom took you for everything, dude. You're going to get married again? He goes, well, that's the beauty part. I don't have nothing. I was like, Dad, still, I mean, come on, dude. If you don't have anything, but still, she could still take you to the cleaners, man. My dad, he just didn't know any better. He was a sim. He didn't know any better. But now in his old age, he doesn't do anything. You know what my dad does all day? He sits in front of a fucking computer all day. And I don't even know if he even actually works anymore. I bet you all he does is sit around and collect something from somewhere, sponge. My dad was always good at manipulating people so he could sponge off people. That's the way my dad was. Thank God that didn't happen with me. I actually go out there and I work and I do what I have to do to live. My mom, on the other hand, wow. A recluse, complete shut-in. Doesn't do shit. And she probably does the same thing. She probably lives off Social Security, collecting that money from the government tit, not doing a fucking thing. They're what they call the good obedient American. Government says jump, you say how high. Not this motherfucker. Not this fucking guy. Not this guy. I do not care. I don't care how sick I am. I'm going to still go into work. I don't care how fucking sick I am. I don't care if I got stage 4 cancer, stage 3 cancer, stage 4, or how many stages it's got. I'm still going to fucking work. I don't care. I may drop dead at work, but you know what? I went to the last fucking minute of my life. Now, if I'm going to be ill and I'm going to have to stay home, I need bed rest, yeah, I'm going to do it because, I'm not feeling well. Even if you got cancer, shit, man, even cancer, that'll fucking wear you the fuck down to the point where you have to take at least a couple days off. But my schedule the way it is, shit. I don't have to worry about that. I still get 2 days off every week. And I get 3 days off on another week, so it matches up with the one day I get off on that Friday. So it's like, I don't have to worry about it. Although when I get that Friday off, and I only get that one day off, it's like a long stretch. It's like a 6-day stretch. The other one, the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, there's your 6 days right there. And then you get Friday off. Well, that's 5 days. No, I'm sorry, that's 5 days. You get the 5 days off, and then that Friday I get the 6-day stretch, and there's the 4-day stretch there, and I got Thursday and Friday off. So yeah, I got one where it's a 6-day week, bam, back to back, 6 days. Now the problem is now that people are getting sick, they're mandating, which I don't even need to get mandated. I just call and say, hey, look, what do you got available? Well, you want to stay? Yeah. I said, what do you got open for 4 hours? Well, this is open for 4 hours if you want this. Or you can stay for the extra four if you want to shining them all on and stuff, and we'll put you somewhere else. I said, I'll let you know in 4 hours how I feel. All right. Well, let us know in 3 how you feel. Okay? 9 times out of 10, shit, I'm already here. Might as well stay for the extra 4, But then again, I burnt myself out to the point where when I go in the afternoons, I'm dead freaking tired, halfway falling asleep through the shift. Because you only get like 4 hours of sleep, and then you're up, and you do your shit, shower, and shave thing, and then you're right back to work. Well, gentlemen, I just wanted to let you know I'm touching base with y'all. I didn't completely leave YouTube or anything like that. Nothing happened. It's just I've been working a lot of hours, and I haven't really had a chance to make very many videos, and I apologize for that. And I just want to say I love you all, guys. You guys take it easy. Peace. Love you all. Roach MGTOW Soldier in the house. Hoorah! Peace. Be safe.